Yeah.
Let's go. Look.
Listen, I'm from the city where nobody gon' love you until you're dead or wealthy. So I be posting solo like a selfie. I keep it lit, drink water, eating healthy. Pretty bitch, not a hint of fish when he smell me. I just get my own, I ain't telling him to help me. He give it to me anyway, the pussy made him yelp me. He giving them the pen, cause he loved the way he felt me. The Taylor pretty swift, like my name was Travis Kelce. Only fuck with gentlemen, not many men got kids, but I like cars. You won't catch me in no minivan, somebody just can't go. Somebody call me hoe, but these bitches always need to be while I be getting dough. Yo, that went over your fro, no cap, I really rap. And you hoes be doing voodoo, I don't even give them that. Don't give a shit about these bitches, I mean don't even give a crap, cause I'ma kill them every time. They won't.
Back already, we got people in here, y'all. We finna break all this shit down, y'all. We gonna recap the recap. And we gonna break down the lies in his life. Hey, I had to get surgical on this one, y'all. I had to be a real content creator and get real surgical on this one, right? I had to do timestamps and all that, y'all. Shout out to the good podcasters out there, the good content creators like Poetic, Flocko, and them. They get real surgical. So I had to get real. I had to run this shit back and get real surgical. We gonna break down this nigga's lives. We gonna break down his lies and his lies. Because I can't let him fool the good people out there. Because if you don't know some of this shit, he may be able to work your brain and flip some of the narratives. But he be forgetting all this shit is live. And we can go back and look shit. We can go back and fact check shit. And those that really know, that been around, they know the real. So we're gonna get straight to it, right? Oh yeah, I got a long list of timestamps, right? Oh yeah, I had to get real surgical on this one, y'all. Don't mind me though. Don't mind me. I had to get surgical, y'all. Yo, this nigga, he's on Mr. Miller's going to the ER. I had to get real surgical on this one, y'all. So we're gonna break down some of these lies, man. Some of these narrative flips. From these narrative flips, how he tried to flip the narrative, y'all. So all right, let me see. I got my Bluetooth phone. Hold on, let me hit this beer real quick. You got a few notes, twin? Don't worry about it, twin. I got this. I got this. I got this. You know. He tried to flip some narrative, y'all. Somebody, let me tag Eyes Low. Let me tag his brother. Cause he tried to pull a wool over Eyes' head too. I need Eyes in here. I need his brother in here. He almost had people fooled. Because a couple people called me and like, he didn't say nothing about you. Yeah, I didn't think so either. You know, I didn't think so either. But we're going to break it down, what he said, when he said. Because like I said, he mentioned my post about my truths. He mentioned that. And yeah, and I would have stood on that. Actually, I was going to stand on that because I wanted to go live last night. I said, nope. He didn't mention my name. He didn't say nothing about me. I can't go live on it. Ask Twin. I told her I'm not going live. You can go live, Twin. He didn't say nothing about me. Until a file got slid across my desk where I missed this part of the live. I missed this song he had done. And at the beginning, he say something about Mac. I can't take out exactly what he's saying. So I'm kind of unsure about that part, but I do know he said the big three towards the end of the song. And the big three includes me. So, and to be honest, I could have let it slide. Right? But I have a very disdain I can't even think of the word. I'm trying to use big words and shit. But when people talk about dead people, it bothers me because I got a lot of dead people, like I was speaking on earlier. So had he would have just did a regular diss song on Cred, I probably wouldn't have went live and talked about it. I probably would have let it slide with him saying my name at the beginning and mentioning the big three. I probably would have let it slide because it wasn't much. But my disdain that for people who speak on the dead said, nope, he gave me enough to speak. So I spoke on it. And a couple people hit me up like he didn't say nothing about you. I didn't think so either. Last night when I saw all the shit, I didn't hear him say nothing about me. Oh, Coley, you in the building too. There's a part on the live about you. Don't worry. I got surgical. I got timestamps. I'm gonna break all the lies down. We're gonna listen to it and I'm gonna break it down. I got all the timestamps, so it won't take long. It won't take long, but I'm gonna break it down. Break it down for y'all. Coley, you was blamed in the live. We're gonna call names. He didn't want to say your name. He know what type of time you on. He didn't even say, yes, he did. Something at the beginning said something about Mac, and then he said something about the big three. So that's about me, Stacks. I didn't think so either, Stacks. He actually did all right, and I would have let it slide, but my disdain for people speaking on the dead wouldn't let me slide. It was a subliminal about you. I'm going to get to that, Coley. That's later on. He didn't want to say your name, though. He know what type of time you on. But Stacks, go look at the live from yesterday around the 24 mark on that diss song he did on Vic. Go look around that on the 24 mark. It got across a lot of people because I didn't hear it yesterday either. But this morning, the file got sent and I had to go listen to it. And I said, it say something about Mac in the beginning. Now, I don't know if that's about me like that. I don't know. I can't make out exactly what it says. But I know goddamn well he said the big three. And the big three is me. Well, I'm 1/3 of the big three. So that gave me the right to speak on it. But you didn't even think so at first, so I got to see. I told you, Twin, last night. Twin was there. I told Twin last night, man, I want to go live because I don't like this nigga speaking. I said, but he didn't say my name. I'm out of like I said, I'm sticking to my word. I'm out of it. But this morning, there was a part in there where he say something. He's got a diss song in there around the 24 minute mark. Telling you, I got the time set about 24, a little after the 24 minute mark. He starts off the rap saying Mac something Kit Kat. And I don't know if that was, I don't know if he was just using the wordplay of Mac, but I know he said big three. And big three is me. So don't put me in no diss song. Don't put the big three in no diss song. You should have kept it with Cred and X. Don't say the big three. Say Cred and X. If that's who you shooting for, say that. Don't say the big three, because that includes me. I didn't ask to get put in no diss song. So when you say the big three, you're dissing me too. Or however you are. He asked his brother, how do he be starting? Hey, Vic, I'm going to get to all that. Trust me, I got timestamps. I'm going to get surgical. Can we start at the end to the beginning? Because was it Blim sent to me? Hold on, Coley. Hold on. First of all, we're going to get to the part where he lying in y'all faces.
Tell everybody.
So on his live yesterday at the 155 mark, right? He says, I caught some of the live. I didn't watch all of it. He's telling us he watched some of the live. He didn't watch all of it. But then 5 minutes later at the 6:53 mark or 6:53 mark, he goes on and say he didn't see none of the live. His daughter told him. So these are the lies that he presents. Right, here we go. Let's listen. This is where he talking about he caught some of the live. But then he goes and like today he said he didn't see the live. So These are the lies this man
I
presented.
just feel like I'm not about to get that shit no type of likes. I'm not about to let it help attract no type of attention. Not on my end. I'm cool. However, you know what I mean. You know the fouls is gonna come regardless, and as they may, it is what it is. Let them come. But it was certain things that I was hearing, certain information that was being spilled.
Oh, hold on.
I'm not about to let it form. Anyway, now, I didn't watch the whole live this morning. I just feel like I'm not about to get that shit no.
Did we hear that? Now, I didn't watch the whole live this morning. Did we hear that?
But always running up on me like I got some food for him. Anyway, now, I didn't watch the whole live this morning. I just feel like
And he gonna talk about how he was hearing some things.
I'm not about to get that shit no type of likes. I'm not about to let it help attract no type of attention. Not on my end. I'm cool. However, you know what I mean. You know the fouls is gonna come regardless, and as they may, it is what it is. Let them come. But it was certain things that I was hearing, certain information that was being spilled.
It was certain information that he was hearing. I'm assuming what he was hearing while he was watching some of the live that he said he caught, and the lies that was being spewed. Right. So let's take it a little further down to the 6:53 mark, where he goes. He must have forgot already that you just told us you caught some of the lies.
So 2:29 in the afternoon for two. For three, I was there. Went to you know what I'm saying.
Oh, that must be 6:33. I
And
can't.
watch your child while you're taking care of somebody else's child. Why would that stop you? So it just doesn't make sense to me. And then, like I said, I didn't watch it. I talked to my daughter because me taking care of somebody else's child.
Here we go. Like I said, I didn't watch it. Like I said, I didn't watch it. No, that ain't what you said, nigga. You said you caught most of the live or some of the live. Now like I said, I didn't watch it. That ain't what you said, my brother. You watch. What's so wrong with just saying, man, I saw the live? What's wrong with that? Why do we got to keep lying about y'all see our shit, we see your shit? Why y'all got to keep lying about that? I don't understand it. I don't get it. Just say you saw it, nigga. I saw your shit, nigga. I'm on my burner page right now looking at your shit, nigga. I saw your shit. I don't got to get on here lying and saying I ain't seeing it. Somebody said this. Nigga, I saw it. Nigga, why you always got to get on here lying? As you said, right here. Let's run that back.
Why would that stop you? So it just doesn't make sense to me. And then, like I said, I didn't watch it. I talked to my daughter because me and my daughter talked
Now, that's all I wanted to report on that live. Let's get to the live.
about whatever the case.
Let's get to the live from today.
What?
Let's get to the live from today, right? The live today. Let's get to the live from today, right? Oh, let me start that off for the live for today. He's gonna furthermore lie to us again and say
That's on her. They orchestrated all of that shit.
Say
How
he
she
didn't see
say
it.
that because look how she got on there and portrayed herself. Now, me personally, I didn't watch it. I just got a lot of fouls slid across my desk.
Again, another lie. Me personally, I didn't watch it. I just got a lot of files slid across my desk. Nigga, you forgot yesterday you told us you caught some of the live. Even in that same live yesterday, you turned around 5 minutes later and lied and said you didn't watch it. What's wrong with saying, nigga, I watched the live? I watch what y'all post. What's wrong with being real, being honest? Like, we can't do the liars. We can't do the liars. Oh, another lie, too. Hold on. We got another lie.
That's without.
Coley said, crazy part is I wouldn't even know it was a blame towards me because I really don't be watching shit nor having files slid. Shit, child, just come at me directly if there's an issue. He's calling you a side buster in the comments. You know he gets mad and in his feelings and emotional like a little bride if somebody is commenting. So that's what he's more talking towards you and other people that be commenting. Because he watches my lives and he reads the comments. Which we all do. Well, some of us that's being this little bullshit. You know, we read the comments, but we don't get on here bashing the people who comment. Hey, if I see some people that's supposed to be my people commenting some shit or doing too much, I just simply unfriend them. I don't jump on my live talking about them. But he won't say certain people's name, Coley, because you're on that type of time. Last time he seen Reese say something and the other Mexican homie say something, and he went and did a post tagging them in the post because they said something. But he know what type of time you're on, Coley, so he won't say your name. He's just gonna blame it. Let's get to this. Another part, another section, timestamp. What?
You know, how she portrayed, how she. So I'm like, well, you know, 13 years. Example, you know.
8:15. Now this part, he talks about he could have went lower. How much lower can you go with disrespecting somebody's dead mama? Side busting is something like sneak dissing. If I got an issue, I'm gonna say how I feel out the gate. Fuck the side bust. I'm to the face with it. No tism. Watch this part though.
You know what I'm saying? Of some bullshit right there. Now, with the tactics that I came with, I could have went lower and lower and lower and really, really dug. But I said certain shit is not supposed to be talked about. Certain shit don't need to be brought up again. Certain shit need to be left in the past.
So certain shit, you could have went lower. Certain shit don't need to be talked about. Certain shit don't need to be brought up. Yeah. It's talking about somebody's dead mama. So no, you couldn't have went no lower, nigga. You went the lowest you could go. Talking about somebody's dead mama. Those are character flaws in yourself, nigga. So there's nothing lower than that, nigga. There's nothing lower than that at all. Shall I continue? Let's get to the 9-minute mark. 9-minute mark. He has something very interesting. Now, remember last year when we was talking about the rules of the Diss Wars? Remember when he started disrespecting the dead? And we all was on here saying we set these rules. And this nigga swear up and down that we didn't have no rules for the Diss Wars. That we didn't say you couldn't disrespect the dead. He must have forgot. He must have forgot he said this. Watch what he say right here. Watch.
If all of this was in the midst of the Diss Wars, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's feelings.
What we did agree upon, talking about the Diss Wars, not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's hood. Just last year, when he started disrespecting the dead, we said, hold on, you going against the rules. He said he don't remember us. If there was rules, he wasn't involved in that. Like, this nigga lies so much, he forgets his lies. Yeah, this nigga lies so much. Just last year, we was having a big debate about this. The rules that we set, me, him, and Craig. And we said, don't disrespect the dead. Don't diss nobody's hood. Last year, he was saying, dude, there was no rules in the Diss Wars. It's battle rap, nigga. Ain't no rules. Ain't no rules. Here we go. Here we go now, telling the truth. Telling the truth. Let's learn it back.
If all of this was in the midst of the Diss Wars, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's feelings. All this other shit that niggas try to bring and shit like that.
This nigga lies so much, he forgets to lie. That's why you don't lie. Because once you lie, you got to keep lying and keep lying and keep lying. One lie turns into 1,000 lies. And you forget what you lied about. See, if it was the truth, you won't forget the truth. But when you lie, you forgot you lied. You forgot you said there was no Diss Wars. I mean, there was no rules in the Diss Wars. You forgot you said that last year. when you start dissing dead people and shit. You forgot you said that. Now here we have it here, live in the flesh, saying what we did agree upon in the diss wars was no dissing the dead, no dissing people's neighborhoods. He made 19 lives talking about ain't no rules when they started talking about my kids and I was tripping. It was live. We remember. And that's what I was telling bro. Like, how you gonna sit here and say there was no rules? How you gonna sit here and say there was no rules? I'm telling y'all what type of nigga this is. He liked to change the narrative. He broke the rules and tried to change the rule and act like there was never no rules because he wanted to break them. He couldn't fuck with us following the rules. And he still couldn't fuck with us breaking them. So he set up on this live, hella live, saying there was no rules. But here we have him today saying the rules was don't disrespect the dead. Thank you. I believe I was on there saying that last year. I believe I was on here saying, no, nigga, we had rules. You can't disrespect the dead. Don't disrespect nobody's hood. And I think it was one other one. I forgot. But he denied it. Just last year, he denied it. Yeah, she said, cook, twin. Let me cook. Hold on. Let's get here. Let me go. I got to get surgical, y'all. I'm on my poetic Flacco shit, y'all. I'm on my content creator shit, y'all. Hold on, let me cook. I got timestamps, 11-minute mark. Let's get to the 11-minute mark and talk about this peace treaty. We're going to talk about this. We're going to hear what he got to say about this peace treaty. Right. We're going to hear that. Let's go. Let's hear that.
Keep it cool and this, that, and the third. And I even saw Mac make a post saying some shit about, we're going to keep it cool over here. Y'all keep it cool over there, this, that, and the third. I got the fact.
He right. He even saw Mac make a post. I think I was live. I don't even think it was a post. It was a live. And don't speak on me. I won't speak on you. You're right about that. 100%. You're right about that. Let's rewind that a little bit. Hold on.
Keep it cool and this, that, and the third. And I even saw Mac make a post saying some shit about, we're going to keep it cool over here. Y'all keep it cool over there, this, that, and the third. I got the file somewhere in my phone, but I remember seeing that post just a few days ago. And then this nigga turns around and makes a live about me today.
Indeed.
Now, remind you, I haven't been saying anything for almost a week. Last year around this time, everything that's been happening prior to today, I already knew was going to happen. Because I know how that particular female moved.
So, my boy. So that diss song you did about Vic, you didn't mention Mac at the beginning. You didn't mention the big three at that. I said, don't speak on my name. I said, you're going to give me reason to speak on you. So don't sit here and play victim. Had you not put me in that or the big three, had you not mentioned nothing about no Mac or no big three in that diss track, I would have said, Craig, Sarita, you're on your own. He didn't say my name. I got to stick to what I said. He didn't mention me. Just like I didn't hear it last night. That's why I didn't go live last night when I really wanted to. But I said, nope, I said this and I got to stand on this. But then this morning, I heard that song. I said, what, Mac? What? I can't even get the thing of what exactly he's saying about Mac. But I heard Big Three clearly. So I was like, oh, okay. Now, once you speak on me, you give me the right to speak on you. Once you mention the big three, which I'm a part of, you're speaking on me. So now that gives me the right to speak on you. You put the big three in a diss song. Like Vic said, he'd be poking at people, then go quiet and make it look like we're just going after him because he's popular. Yeah, he's popular, all right. All right, we're going to get to that. That's coming up right here. That's my next timestamp. 14:25. That's my next timestamp, y'all. I'm getting surgical, y'all. Excuse me. I'm on my poetic Flacco. Being a real kind.
Week about some shit that I had nothing to do with, and then involved me into some shit that I had nothing to do with, and involving himself to some shit he had nothing to do with. So, Big Eyes, since you're here, my question to you was about some shit.
Here he's talking to his brother, right? Talking to his brother. Where Eyes? Eyes in here yet? Because I wanted Eyes in here. Because Eyes, so he's playing victim. He's playing victim like he didn't start this with Craig. He's playing victim.
That I had nothing to do with, and then involved me into some shit that I had nothing to do with, and involving himself to some shit he had nothing to do with. So, Big Eyes, since you're here, my question to you was, last time I seen you on a live, you said that it just seemed like I'm starting everything, right?
So yeah, last time his brother was on live with him, and he called him out. He said, "Bro, it look like you starting a lot of shit." So here it is, trying to flip the narrative. Right?
I was quiet for almost a whole week. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I even logged off Facebook for almost a whole.
You started the shit with Craig first. Just because you don't go on Facebook for 4 days, that doesn't mean Craig can't say what he want to say about you. So Craig wasn't bothering you. So don't try to flip the narrative just because I wasn't on Facebook 3 or 4 days. No, you had already started this shit by going to Porter to Craig's block, trying to disrespect Craig when Craig was MIA. Everybody knows Craig been MIA until you went to his block. That's what started it, nigga. You started it with Craig. I'm talking on the back end and left him alone, and he dissed me yesterday. He's starting shit. Being quiet for a week is, yeah. So he gonna start some shit and disappear for 3 or 4 days, and then come back talking about what's going on. I ain't been bothering nobody. Nigga. You can't start no shit because you disappeared. It means somebody ain't supposed to say something about you. Here's the twist, though. Watch the twist. It's coming right up. Right here.
Whole week.
Right here. Here's the twist.
Get back on Facebook yesterday. Do my due diligence. Drop my diss track. Because I already knew what was bound to happen, and it just so happened the interview went down yesterday morning, and I dropped my diss track later on that afternoon. While they was having their interview, I was on my way to the studio.
So he's saying when he came back, he was on his way to the studio to do these diss songs about Craig while they was doing the interview. So you was coming back on bullshit because you had to book that studio time. You had to book that studio time in advance. So how you saying it is, you didn't even know that interview was finna happen. You was on your way to the studio. And what did you do at the studio? You recorded diss songs about Craig. So you was already on bullshit anyway if Craig wouldn't even done the interview. You was going to drop that diss song anyway. So yeah, you bounced for 3 or 4 days, but you was coming back on bullshit. As you said, you was on your way to the studio to record these diss tracks about Sarita, Craig, and you threw the big 3 in one of them, and Vic. So you was coming back on bullshit. Now you want to sit here and play victim because you was gone for 3 days and Craig did an interview with your baby mama? You was going to drop them songs regardless if Craig did that interview or not. You didn't give a fuck about no peace treaty. You didn't give a fuck about no peace. Let's get here. What's that? 1550? All right, pro-black.
Mr. SP, Brody, this nigga had nothing to do with what's going on. Still, he wanted to involve his dick suckers in this whole situation. Then he hopped on the live and tried to check me on the foul that I got. I guess he's on there trying to check me on how am I pro black when this chick is on somebody else's live, somebody else's time, talking all this, nigga that type of lingo and shit like that.
This chick was your wife. Is your baby mama. This chick just didn't start saying nigga. The way she was comfortable, she been saying this shit around you, nigga. That's what I was saying. She's saying that shit way too comfortable. And then the crazy thing about it, he's saying she's not even white. He's saying she's Spanish or something. We get to that a little later. But he's saying the chick ain't even white. So should we be mad at her for saying nigga? Because we let Spanish people say nigga. But we thought it was a white girl. But this is his wife, so he know more about her than we do. Twin, what you say? On Mother, he really wanted to drop that Mother's Day song on Mother's Day. I think that was his plans. That's what Sarita's saying. On Mother's Day, he said to me on the live, oh, by the way, happy Mother's Day. I believe he already had that written. He did, trying to make it seem like he was picking on him, and he came up. Yeah, he did. He definitely planned to drop that on Mother's Day. But yeah, nigga, that's your wife, your ex-wife, ex-wife, baby mama, whatever you calling her. She was saying that around you. Matter of fact, he even mentioned she used to talk to his daughter like that. She used to talk to his daughter like that. So you've been knowing this about this woman. Probably even before you married her. Probably a reason why you married her. But let's get on. We'll get to that. Let's get to 1820. Another person he's scared to say names. I'm going to say names. I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
Just went through my mind, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, you're not the only person that said that. I got a female partner that I haven't talked to him about, you know what I'm saying, about this whole situation. I'm just happy that you're here because that shit just went through my mind, you know what I'm saying? And trust me, you're not the only person that said that. I got a female partner that I haven't talked to him about like 3 weeks. She hit me up about 3 weeks ago, right? And when she said that,
he's saying he got a female partner that hit him up like 3 weeks ago, telling him it looks like you starting a whole lot of shit out here. Same shit his brother told him. Same shit his brother told him. And this female partner is my best friend, Letty. I know. I can read between the lines. I know the blams. I know what you're doing, my boy. You don't want to say her name either because she on that type of time. Just like you don't want to say Coley's name when we get to that because she's on that type of time. But I know. If he would have dropped that on Mother's Day, he would have looked like a whole dick and the internet would have chewed him up. Definitely. I don't care what day you drop it. You look like a fucking cornball. So let's get to that. And he gonna act like, no, that ain't her. That's Letty. The chick you saying ain't gonna say he's starting a whole bunch of shit. That's Letty. Trust me, I know this.
we was talking, and the first like maybe 10, 15 seconds was cool. And she was just like, Derek, you know, I love you, this, that, and the third, but I don't know how you gonna take this, but I do be feeling like you be starting all this shit. I said, nigga, what? And you know how I talk, bro. I mean, I talk like a man, so sometimes people can take that in a whole nother way. Hold on 1 second. So anyway.
And see, that's the thing. People like Letty that be over here watching shit and watch his shit, you can't fool the people. You can't fool the people that really know what's been going on. Now he gonna act like she don't know what's going on. She knows what's going on. She's on all our shit. He don't want to say our name because he know ain't said his name. That's dick pulling. No, but the chick and the dude he tagged on one of his posts that he got mad about their comments, he tagged them. He didn't care about nothing about saying their names because he know they probably ain't on that type of time. He know whose name to say and don't. He know whose name to say and not. That's why he ain't said her name or your name.
So my female partner called me, and just to get to the meeting with Heather, she was like, yeah, we feeling like we starting a lot of this shit. And my response was just like, what the fuck you mean? And like, I guess the way that I said that, she took it like I was trying to disrespect her. It wasn't nothing like that, It's just people got to understand what type of situation I'm in, and people got to be in my shoes to understand the way I be thinking and the way I be feeling and the way I got to react to certain shit. So when I hear people say, "Oh, dude, this is all your fault," and stand up, like, nigga, what? And then it be the people that really don't know what the hell they talking about.
It be the people that really don't know what the hell they talking about. No, it be the people that know what they talking about. That's seeing the shit. Letty been around the whole disc wars. Coley been around damn near the whole disc wars. It's people that know what's going on. That's telling you this shit. That's telling you this shit. Oh, let's get to the nigga queen part. The nigga queen, his wife. His wife.
I'm going just to try to make the story look good. We all know that. Now, remind lady, fucking mind her hands at there. My nigga, why nigga queen? But
here we go. Somebody is saying something.
She sent you the clip first thing she wrote the nigga queen. God damn. Yeah. So, with that type of behavior, and with however she was presenting herself on the live, like I said, I ain't watching. Do y'all really think that the bitch was? Mother of my child. Do y'all still really think that she was telling the truth? I mean,
yeah. So you think just because she's saying nigga queen, that she ain't telling? We think she ain't telling the truth because the way her language is. Nigga, she was drunk. That's one thing a drunk gonna do is tell the truth, nigga. That's one thing a drunk gonna do is tell the truth. I definitely believe she was telling the truth. I definitely believe she said nigga around you. I definitely believe that. I'm sorry. I just believe that. So he wanted y'all seen the way she was. Y'all still believe she was telling the truth and do. She didn't give no fucks. So she definitely was telling the truth. Why would she lie? Why would she lie? Oh, you missed the popular. All right. So I guess I ain't never once placed the blame on nobody. I simply speak on what I see. At the end of the day, everybody grown. At least I thought. How fault those for having an opinion on what's being seen on the internet for over a year now. Once it hit the internet, it's up for discussions. Motherfuckers had a problem. Say that. Yeah. Like all this shit is on the internet. People are gonna speak. Like I said, if I get mad at what somebody say, I just unfriend them. If they ain't said it to me, if they're over there saying something that's it to them, I've unfriended a lot of people like that. I don't get on here, oh, y'all motherfuckers be side busting. Fuck y'all too. No, I know what it is. I know what it is. All right, you over there, you like laughing, kikiing over there, stay your ass over there. I just unfriend you. No need for me to go live and talk about you. No need for me to do all that. Like I said, I just cut my grass. There's some snakes out here. Let me just cut my grass. I'm not gonna jump on here talking about all these side, but I'll be talking about a lot of people. There'll be a lot of people saying shit about me when people over there saying shit. Let's get to the next clip.
20. And listen, the last time I see my baby in the flesh, hassle from trying to get the whole time other drama. Straight us as a piece out there with a mind up in them and shit. Like that's an extra punch out of threat. Hold hands, and I got you niggas for at least 3 minutes, maybe 3 rounds, or this 3 minutes, 1 round. It don't matter to me. I'm gonna you niggas off something real proper.
So here he's gonna say his issue was just with me, and everybody started jumping in. Here it is.
Not fucking playing. I really didn't even want it to come to this level. I really tried to keep it between me and Mac. But Paul jumped in it. Keezy jumped in it. He didn't jump in it as much, but he got his every now and then. Shane done jumped in it. Vic bitch ass done jumped in it. Rita whole ass done jumped in it. Another person done jumped in. I don't want to say they fuck.
He said all these people jumped in his shit that was between me and him. All the people jumped in. Paul just asked what was going on. Paul came in and said what was going on. That's what I can speak for. Chain didn't jump in it. Chain was still over there being your friend after I was telling Chain hella times, that nigga don't like you. That nigga don't like you. You got mad at Chain because you was mad at Vic and you couldn't get to Vic, so you start calling Chain out. How did Chain jump in it? Chain don't jump in shit. Chain still be cool with motherfuckers he probably shouldn't be cool with. Chain ain't jumped into shit. Chain was still being cool with you. Chain is still cool. He jumped on a live, being cool with other motherfuckers that don't like me and say, hey, man, just because my people don't like you, that don't mean I don't like you. You got mad at Chain. You was live, nigga. Are you forgetting that you was on live? When you said, I can't get to Vic, well, where your little homie Chain at? But I bet he can't name what I jumped in. Yeah, he can't. What he didn't like about you, Vic, is when you started doing clips on him. He was all good with you when you was clipping everybody else. So it was cool for you to clip everybody else, including Chain. It was cool for you to make cap cuts on everybody, including Chain. You was making cap cuts on Chain, making cap cuts on everybody. But once you made one on him, that was the end of the road for you, buddy. He didn't like it. Oh. And I think that's what really set it off with him. All right, let's get to this next part. Oh, this part is good too. He saved me from my ass whooping. He saved me from my ass whooping. This is a good part.
Mac, I helped save you from an ass whooping. Bitch, you suck it? Okay. Mac, I helped save you from an ass whooping. Picked you up. We got to the function. Keezy was ready. My right hand of God, and I ain't gonna take that from Keezy. Keezy was ready. Whether if he would have won or lost, nigga, he was ready to get him up. You asked. I'll take you to this man's house, and then when we get there, you bitch up. I called you out twice, you bitch.
So he's talking about when me and Keezy almost fought. We went to Keezy's house. And Craig damn near begged me not to fight. My cousin, who I went with, told me, Mac, just get in the booth. Don't fight. So on the respect that I had for both of them, that's the reason I didn't fight. There was no bitching up. And yeah, Keezy didn't bitch up. Keezy came out like a ninja. Keezy didn't bitch up. He came out like a ninja, ready to fight. I was ready to fight too. But my cousin and Craig, they said we got to handle this another way. And hey, I'm glad we didn't fight. I'm glad we didn't fight because I was on some in my feelings type of shit. I shouldn't have been pulling up to that man's house. I was on some in my feelings type shit. And then the timing I was on, I ain't gonna say too much, but the timing I was on, people know. I've told me to do the clip. I guess he's saying he told me to do the clip. Me, you, and him was on the same post when he told me. It's on my page. You asked for a clip with Cred and him. I said I'm not doing them because they're turning to something else. He came on the post and said, "You a man, do what you do." You right. You right about that. You right, because you didn't want to do it. You didn't want to do it for me at first. You right about that. He told you that. You a man, do what you do. All right, here's the part about Coley, the blame about Coley. 32, 35.
Shit that I don't be liking. All the side busting. It's another style that I got.
Here we go, right here.
But that's here and all that. Now we're gonna get to this other shit that I don't be liking. All the side busting. It's another style that I got. Now listen, I don't glorify warring with women. I don't glorify disrespecting a woman. I don't do none of that.
Much as you disrespect,
but I will disrespect a bitch while you bullshitting. And it's a whole lot of y'all that just feel the need to just keep chiming in and jumping in and shit that has nothing to do with you, right?
It's about Cody.
Now there's a name that I do want to say, but out of respect for one of my peoples that passed away, I'm not. At least not right now.
Out of respect for one of my peoples that passed away, R.I.P. tomorrow. Cody's son's dad. That's how I know he talking about her. He don't want to say her name though. I'm saying names. I'm sorry. I read between the little blims you're sending. I read between them. I'm sorry.
Let's say that I do want to say, but out of respect for one of my peoples that passed away, I'm not. At least not right now. But I'm gonna ask you because I got a file about you as well. And this is going towards the people that be in the comments. And if you left a comment about me, whatever situation that I'm going through, then you know it's about you. Now I'm gonna ask you, stay out of my business. Keep your comments to yourself, because we all know all of this side busting and niggas, you know what I'm saying, can get it to in the comments. That's been a thing for like maybe a whole year.
Wait. Did he say I'll beat the fuck out of a bitch while you bullshit? I don't know. Let me rewind it. I don't know. He said something about a bitch. Let me see. What was that? 30, 32, 35? Let me rewind it a little bit, twin. Hold on. Let me see.
I done threw hands with niggas, hands and feet, and roll with niggas that you niggas will be scared to even look at the wrong way. I promise you. But that's here and all that. Now we're gonna get to this other shit that I don't be liking. All this side busting. It's another style that I got. Now listen, I don't glorify warring with women. I don't glorify disrespecting a woman. I don't do none of that. But I will disrespect a bitch while you bullshitting. And it's a whole lot of y'all that just feel the need to just keep chiming in and jumping in and shit that.
Okay, no, twin. He didn't say beat up a bitch. He said disrespect the bitch while you bullshitting. He didn't say beat the fuck out. He said disrespect. He will disrespect the bitch while you bullshit. All right.
It has nothing to do with you, right? Now there's a name that I do want to say, but out of respect for one of my peoples that passed away, I'm not. At least not right now. But I'm gonna ask you because I got a file about you as well. And this is going towards the people that be in the comments. And if you left a comment about me, whatever situation that I'm going through, then you know it's about you. Now I'm gonna ask you, stay out of my business.
Well, say the name if they know it's about them. Nigga, say the name. I know exactly who you're talking about because ain't nobody on my page that you gonna say in respect for one of your homies that passed away. But Coley. So I know that. I know exactly what it's about. Say the name though. I'm still alive and standing through and standing though, and we not gonna let my baby daddy be the reason because of the respect was there. This wouldn't even be an issue. Exactly. Point. You got a point. I ain't never once spoke bruh name. That's hidden animosity because anything I felt, I said, and I'll be a bitch that stand on 10 all the time. Yeah, that's really why he didn't say your name, Coley. He on your type of time. It wasn't for respect of his homeboy. He know what type of time you on. That's why he didn't say your name. I'm just being honest. Because like you said, if it was respect to that, it wouldn't be an issue. Wouldn't be an issue. And let me get to this next point. This next part. Oh, he didn't say nothing. 3430. 3430. Let's get to there. Let's get to that. Because
that boy went live talking about you and what that lady was saying about you. Exactly. That's my point, Shawan. I never even said. So look, from the lives that I did from a few days ago or yesterday, leading up to this, and even my diss tracks, I didn't say nothing about dude. And this goes in.
Go back and listen to your diss tracks, my boy. You saying you didn't say nothing about me. Go back and listen to the diss track from his live, like a little after the 24-minute mark. And y'all tell me if he don't say something about Mac in the beginning and then towards the end, something about the big three. I'm saying, you do this shit and play victim. Like I said, it was small, but you cracked that door. You cracked that door enough for me to walk through it. It was small. I could have let it ride. I would have let it ride. If you would have did a regular diss song on Cred, I probably would have let it ride. But when you disrespecting the dead, I hate motherfuckers like that. I hate motherfuckers like that. That can think they can disrespect the dead. I hate that shit to my soul. So instead of me letting it slide, I had to talk about it. I'm sorry. I personally tagged bro when I felt it was tension, and he said it wasn't that. So why speak on Maul not being here? Maul been gone 22 years, and I'm out here rocking. This boy is, I would say he's good at changing narratives, but he ain't no good. I see through all the narrative changes, all the narrative flips. I see through them all. But for the people that's naive, they may not catch some of this shit. That's why I got to break this shit down for the people. I got to break this shit down for the people. Because I see he didn't trick people. He tricked his brother. I had 2 people hit me up, and then 3, matter of fact, Stacks just said he didn't say nothing about you. Yeah, I didn't think he said anything about me either. But I had to go back and listen to that song. I said, oh, yeah. He spoke about me. It was minimal, but he spoke about me. So, to me, that was enough to speak about him. All right, so let me see. 3640. Oh, this is when he bring kids up. All right. 3640.
Yeah, they brought my whole kid into this shit. My kid had to watch that shit. And I know it's very hard to not address it when you're attacking your family. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? They brought my whole kid into this shit. My kid had to watch that shit, and then
they brought my whole kid in this shit. First of all, you saying they. I didn't bring your kid in this shit. Second of all, you mentioned Cred's son's name in your shit first. You mentioned you brought his kid in it first. So if he swing back bringing your kid in it, and talking about how you a deadbeat, you can't be mad. Let me read the comments. Because why would he feel the need to disrespect me? What type of time we on? So I know it's that. If my truth come off disrespectful, it's not my fault. Yeah, you just telling the real of what's in it. Charlie Chain said he slid his file across my desk of him dissing me and Vic from the diss me and Vic did 3 months ago. We chopped it up a little bit today. He's cordial with me, but you and Vic and Craig, he can't stand y'all motherfuckers. Chain, he just said you jumped in it. And that's fine. I don't care if you can't stand me. Just don't say my name. Don't bring up the big three. If you wanted to keep this shit, you wanted to keep Mac out of this, you shouldn't have put the big three in that diss song. You shouldn't have said Mac at the beginning or whatever you said. Now, whether that was about me or not, I heard Mac. And there's no way I can overlook the big three not being about me because it's three of us. If you're saying something about the big three, you're talking about all of us. Yeah, that song was dropped like 6 months ago. Y'all dropped that song on him. But yeah, now he's mentioning brought kids in it. Chain of Glazers. Twin talking about Chain, you really be talking to him? Chain, as I said, Chain can get over a lot. I'm sorry, I'm built different. Certain shit I just can't get over. Let me get to the next slide. All right.
Talk about wanting attention. And then niggas always trying to say, I'm on drugs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Every time I hopped on this live, I was normal. 100%. Only thing I ever seen me do was smoke weed, wanted attention. And then niggas always trying to say, I'm on drugs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Every time I hopped on this live, I was normal. 100%. Only thing I ever seen me.
And they said, then niggas be saying, I'm on drugs. Every time you see me hop on this live, I'm normal. Of course you ain't gonna come on. Of course we know you ain't gonna do no drugs on the live. But like I told you, I got intel. One of your good friends told me you was on that shit. One of your good friends told me you got your baby mama on that shit. I don't know if you're doing it now, but you give druggy vibes. You get I've been here. I've been waiting for you to come. Because I saw you on your brother's live today, and he asked you, so did he start it? And you said, no, not at all. He started that shit with Craig. He went to Craig's block. That's what started the shit with Craig. You know Craig, just like you jumped on his live and said Craig ain't even been on the internet with shit. And you were right about that. Craig wasn't on the internet with shit for a long time. He went to Porter trying to disrespect Craig, and then Craig popped out on him. Now, just because he did all what he did and disappear off the internet for 3 or 4 days doesn't mean he didn't start this shit. So you saying no, not at all. Just like he's trying to act like he ain't said nothing about me. Go listen to that diss song he did about Vic. Tell me if you don't hear Mac at the beginning of that. Tell me if you don't hear Big 3 at the end of that. Yeah, he asked you if you still think he started. And you said, no, not at all. But you know yourself, Craig was MIA off the internet. And what started Craig back up with him was when he went to Craig's neighborhood about 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago, whenever that was. That's what brought Craig back to the internet. Craig wasn't on the internet. So that's what started this shit back up with Craig. So you can't say, nah, not at all, when He definitely did. Which song? It's the song he did on there with about Vic. It's about the 24 mark on the live yesterday. About a little over 24 minutes, he did a diss song about Vic and Chain. So he definitely started that shit up. He started up with me by dropping that little video of me falling when I wasn't saying nothing about him. He wanted to do that, which made me say something to him. He started that shit. I wasn't saying nothing about dude. We know that. But he wanted to play victim on, talking about I'm just responding. I just be responding. No, you don't. You start all this shit. Everybody sees it. That's why people is calling you out on it. They see the shit, nigga. Craig wasn't bothering you. So why would you want to go to his block to take shots at him? Craig wasn't even on the internet. Me and Twin was barely talking to Craig. Craig wasn't on the internet. Craig wasn't bothering you. Just like I wasn't bothering you. I was doing 7-on-7 versus battles. And you wanted to take it upon yourself and run some content on me falling and shit. When I wasn't thinking about you. So yes, you start all this shit. You get the shit going. When we let the shit go, you start it right back up. You start all this shit. I got a couple more clips before I go. A couple more.
Track, I think like I don't know if Shore was the second. Yeah, his daughter's a bitch too. She probably as ugly as him or some shit. I said, oh, okay, that's twice. You gonna call my mom a bitch, and then you call my daughter a bitch. All right, bitch, I'm on your helmet from here on out. From here on out, I'm on your fucking helmet. Straight up. I'm not easing up on her either. So now I gotta look at you as a nigga. But hey, this is what you wanted, bro. You been asking for my fucking attention for hella long. You got it. You got it. So any fucking slight chance, anytime I just get the mood to disrespect you, I'm gonna do it to the fullest. Fuck you. You don't even know. Your daughter don't even know her. Your daughter didn't even know who he was. You know what I'm saying? The daddy. Your daughter didn't even know who her real dad was until she was what, 16, 17. You lied to Sosa for, you know what I'm saying, the whole.
Twin, he think he finna do an interview with Sosa. He thinks Sosa finna get in this bullshit. You hear this nigga?
Marriage and shit like that had that man thinking that he was, you know what I'm saying, the dad and shit like that. We should do a fucking segment on you. Maybe I should do a fucking live with Sosa. Yeah. God willing. Maybe I should do a live with Sosa on the whole man. See how you like that shit.
Try it, nigga. Sosa ain't like your baby mama, nigga. Try it. Go on and try it. Sosa ain't like your baby mama, nigga. Sosa ain't gonna get involved himself in no bullshit that you kicking towards his baby mama. This is where he say, fuck all y'all.
Don't, bitch. Keep them babies out the goddamn street. Hashtag. Can't take you fucking serious. Your bitch ass out of here. Yeah, fuck Rita. Fuck a Paul. And fuck a Mac. Fuck everything they stand for. You know what I'm saying? And I'm damn near about to get to the point to be like, if y'all fuck with him, fuck with them niggas and fuck y'all too. I'm damn near about to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? All this disrespect.
He's saying if y'all fuck with them and fuck y'all too. That's why I said, Box, he don't like that you was over here. He don't like that you was over here. That's why he been MIA.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm damn near about to get to the point to be like, if y'all fuck with him and fuck with them niggas and fuck y'all too. I'm damn near about to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? All this disrespect, and then I'll be seeing people that act like they cool with me on my shit, then jump right back over there and be laughing and kikiing and leaving little comments. And don't think that I don't see it. I do. Or I'm gonna hear about it. That's for sure. For sure. I see it. I hear about it, the whole shit. So when I start calling y'all niggas out too, don't get offended, because nobody was up in that motherfucker like, you know what? This shit ain't cool. I don't know why y'all saying this, that, and the third.
Yeah, nigga, that works both ways. People that I'm cool with be in motherfucker shit talking about me too. I just unfriend their ass. I ain't gotta call them out. I ain't gotta do nothing. I just unfriend their ass. That's all. My ex ain't talking to him about me. Bitches cheat every day, B. At all, nigga. So saying involving himself in none of this drama. So let me see. The last clip I got is where he said the wife ain't white. Fooled everybody. And Sosa still raising her. So what's your point, bitch nigga?
But they come over resembling my face and shit like that and called her all types of niggas and shit like that. But you raised a black woman? So now you're trying to... I started a whole nother family after I left you. You understand me? You turned around and had a kid after I had my baby. So now you're trying to keep up in competition? Then you get mad when I bring my... Then you say... Yourself the nigga queen. Get the fuck out of here, man. Y'all niggas brought that bitch up. The white bitch pop can go. I'm not sure. Okay, my bad. This, that, and the third. She get back into her conversation. Conversation go left. She say it again. Hey, you know what? Let me just click. Ain't talked to her since. Now I get the story. You got a so-called female on there that can pass for white. You know what I'm saying? She is Spanish, but she can pass for white. She's on.
He said you got a female on there that could pass for white. She is Spanish. She's not white. Damn, I thought she was a white girl. Shit, that's why a lot of people was upset about her saying nigga. I mean, we don't get as upset when Mexicans say it. So if she's Spanish, which still ain't cool, but a lot of Mexicans say that. But fooled the hell out of me though. I didn't know she was Spanish. I'm gonna leave the internet where it's at. I'll pull up to the hood where it's good and we can holler. For real, leave my BD. For real, leave me, my BD, and whatever bitter ass shit motherfuckers holding on to out your files. I can say what I want to. He sounded like a whole female here. Emotional, very emotional and mad. And I didn't even clip that part where he said he ain't mad. Nigga, you got me fooled. You got me fooled. You sound mad than a motherfucker, but I had to break down all that shit, man, because like I said, he's big on flipping narratives. Like the shit ain't live. And you see, I can counter a lot of the shit he said with the truth. A lot of shit he said, I can counter it with the truth. With the whole, he just responding. No, you're not. You started this shit, bro. So hopefully after this, I'm going to go back under my rock and not speak on these folks if they don't speak on me. So if you want to drop another diss song, if you want to go out cred, drop a diss song. Don't mention Mac. Don't mention the big three. Mention cred. Mention Sarita. They know how to diss back. You could do that without mentioning the big three. You can do that without mentioning Mac if you really don't want to do this, bro. Twin sound boiling twin. I'm finna go live next. His bitch ass wanna block me and talk big shit. He a hoe. And if you fuck with him, don't fuck with me. Period. Yeah, shit is wild, man. Like, But it just bothers me when a nigga do all this and start all this shit and then jump on here and play victim. Like I said, there's no need to play victim, bro. I didn't want to speak on this shit, to be honest. I could have did this shit last night. You know. But last night, in my mind frame, he didn't speak on you, Mac. That ain't your business. Stay out of it. But hearing that song today, it bothered me. I said he did speak on me. So I'm going to speak on this situation because he spoke on me. Like I said, you can go listen to the song. I don't have to lie. I don't have to get on here and lie to play victim and all that. Go listen to the song. It's on his live from yesterday, a little after the 24 mark. You can go hear for yourself. I would play it, but you can go listen to it yourself. Don't Kayla not know who her baby daddy is? Ooh, shit. Twin, go live. Twin, you gotta cook. Twin, you gotta cook, because I'm finna get off this motherfucker. You gotta go live. I didn't see old girl speaking on me, so I ain't gonna speak on her. I'm just reading comments. But go live. You can cook. You can cook if you want to cook. But I just had to get on here because I caught his live today, and I'm like, why does this nigga do so much lying? The whole no rules and diss wars last year. But now all of a sudden, we did set rules. We did set rules. All of a sudden, you remember. All of a sudden, you remember that we set those rules in diss wars. And just last year, you argued us down. You argued us down that there was no rules. That's crazy to me. Because all you gonna do is have that hoe with no dough report my page. That part is not a real place. It is what you make it. Let me get my charger because it's up. I don't know if y'all remember that. I know Vic said he remembered that. Twin said she remembered that. When we had this big discussion about the rules that we set in diss wars, when he got to doing too much and saying too much, and we said, hold on, man. You didn't went against all the rules. And he swore up and down there was no rules in diss wars. But let me go back to that real quick.
You know exactly what she was taking her phone. Wars, I wouldn't have no other choice but to be like, all right, I gotta accept it because it's still in the diss wars. Q, what's up with you, my nigga? It's still in the diss wars. Oh, Brody, I'm so happy you here, big eyes. Yeah, stick around. So I got a question to ask you. So, if all of this was in the midst of the diss wars, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's feelings. All this other wars, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody.
I'm going to end it with that lie right there. Well, not that lie, that truth that finally came out. Like I said, you can go back last year. We had a big discussion when he started trying to disrespect the dead and shit like that in neighborhoods. He said there wasn't no rules in diss wars. And me and Craig was on this live saying, bro, us three, we set rules for diss wars. Us three set these rules. So we know there was rules to diss wars. He swore up and down. It's just like battle rap, ain't no rules. We didn't set no rules. Here it is a year later. The truth come out. He forgot he lied. He forgot he lied. Can't trust a liar. Can't trust a liar. He forgot he lied, y'all. What happened to that, Zoo? Zoo, what happened to ain't no rules in diss wars? There's a lot of witnesses to that you were saying that. You even had other people on there trying to agree with you. A lot of witnesses to that. But now all of a sudden, we did set the rules for you don't disrespect the dead and you don't talk about nobody's hood. Interesting. Very interesting. You swore up and down last year this wars didn't have no rules. Did you forget? I know it's hard to remember a lie. I know it's hard to remember a lie. I used to lie back in the day. So I know it's hard to remember a lie. I had to get slapped in my mouth by my auntie to make me stop lying. Caught red-handed lying. And I said, I don't want to lie no more. If I lie, maybe on my player shit. If I'm lying. I might lie to a female on some player shit. But as far as just in regular life, there's no reason to lie. At this grown age, why are you sitting on here lying? But you had to lie to change the narrative. You had to lie to change the narrative to fit what you was doing. I understand, but it's hard to remember that lie. You told it. You know you fucked up. You know you fucked up, right? You know you fucked up. Yeah, we definitely had to talk about this. He did hella lives last year saying there was no rules in Dis Wars. And what do we have today? Him telling us there was rules. The same rules that I said last year that we set, me, him, and Craig. Same rules. Don't disrespect the dead and don't disrespect nobody's neighborhood. I said that last year. And he got on here saying there was no rules in Dis Wars. Here we have him one more time. Here we have him telling there was rules in Dis Wars. We set them rules. But you argued us up and down last year and said there was no rules in Dis Wars when you started breaking the rules. You argued us up and down saying there was no rules. We didn't set no rules. But here you are live today telling us there was rules. I can't make this shit up, y'all. I can't make this shit up, y'all. Here we go one more time, y'all. For the people that...
If all of this was in the midst of the Dis Wars, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's hoods. All this other shit that niggas Wars, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's hoods. All this other shit that niggas...
The truth is going to come out. The truth is always going to come out. The truth is always going to come out. Go back to last year and see how many times he lied about this. The same shit. I'm like, nigga, I know we set rules. Nigga, I was a part of it. You was part of the rules. You swore up and down last year that there was no rules in Dis Wars. You swore up and down that we didn't set rules up in Dis Wars. And I said, no, me, you, and Craig, because we was running the Dis Wars, we set rules. You can't disrespect the dead. You can't disrespect nobody's neighborhood. And there was one other one I forgot. I don't remember that. But those two I remember for sure. Because those two that would take shit further. You swore up and down that we didn't set those rules. You swore up and down that we didn't set those rules. But here you are today on your motherfucking live telling us we set rules. You forgot you lied? You forgot you lied, huh? That's what it is. You forgot you lied.
Of course, I wouldn't have had no real issue with it, no problem, because it's fair game. What we did agree upon was not to talk about the dead and not to disrespect nobody's hoods. All this other shit that nigga...
Right there lets you know this nigga's a liar. He's a narrative flipper. He's a narrative changer. He always want to change the narrative to make himself look okay. He still don't look okay, even when he changes shit. Because, hey, I pay attention to everything. I pay attention to everything. I don't have the best memory in the world, but I have a pretty good memory. And like I said, I definitely remember his lying ass jumping on these lives last year saying there was no rules in this war. Nigga, this is battle rap. Ain't no rules. Nigga, this ain't battle rap. Nigga, this is diss songs. And we set some rules, nigga. But just because he was breaking the rules, he couldn't stick to the rules. He started breaking the rules. Then he wanted to lie and act like there was no rules. But the nigga forgot he lied all last year about this shit. Because here we are this year telling y'all we set rules. I can't make this shit up. I can't. Even if I tried, even if somebody paid me, I couldn't make this shit up. But like I said, Twin is going to go live. I'm going to let her cook. And I'm going to go back to this once again. Don't mention Mac. Don't mention the Black and Mickey's podcast or the Black and Bitchy podcast. Don't mention the Big Three as a whole. You want to talk, if you want to disrespect Cred on your own, disrespect Sarita on your own, they know how to return the disrespect. I don't have to jump and fight for them. Trust me. Them is two lions in the cage. They know. But when you say the Big Three, that includes me. So if you put the Big Three in the diss song, you're putting me in the diss song. If you say Mac a lot, hell, I don't want to hear nothing about the King of Stockton. Because I'm going to get offended. Don't think you talking about me on that too. But I'm going to go back and let this shit go and get back to what I was on. All I know is the truth stand alone. It don't need no hell. Good day, folks. Good day, Coley. Good day. Yeah, this nigga he going outside, y'all. He going outside. He going outside. Oh, don't need no help. He going outside. I hate to tell y'all. I'm glad I got away from this nigga. I'm glad I got away from this nigga. This is a nigga that can't be in my circle at all. He can't be in my circle. I don't do motherfuckers with fucked up characters like this. I'm sorry. You got to have some type of morals to be around me. You have to know we don't disrespect the dead. We don't do certain shit. Ask any of my homeboys. I'm going to tell their ass, nigga. Nigga, no the fuck you ain't finna say this. No the fuck you ain't finna say that. I hold my homeboys accountable for shit, for fuck shit. Cause we don't do fuck shit over here. Nigga. Y'all niggas don't hold this fuck ass nigga accountable for shit. Motherfuckers on live why this nigga is disrespecting somebody's dead mama. All y'all should be ashamed of yourself. On this nigga live why he disrespecting somebody's dead mama. Talking about you dead bitch and why you drop dead, you ain't gorgeous. I'ma put your son next to you. Nigga, what the fuck? Who the fuck is cool with that type of shit? But I'm out. I'm finna go watch Twin cook. Good day, my peoples. Y'all be blessed out there. Holla at the Mac. And I swear I holla back.